Hello, people. Good morning. Today is the day after my first ever, um, my first ever. I think I need some more light, so I'll be back in a second. Just give me a second. Okay, so I'm back. So I've turned on all the other lights, and I think yes, it's much better now that there is more light. So I was saying that yesterday I went for the very first time to try out cross-country skiing, Nordic skiing, and yeah, it was interesting. It was really interesting. I mean, no, it's not what I thought, that you just slip into the skis and slide away. No, there's lots and lots to learn. And it was on the skis, and especially when I fell and then got myself back up again, that I realized the body is a bit stiff. The body needs to be more relaxed. The body needs to be more flexible. The body needs more training, physical activity, preparation training before I jump onto the skis. So this just goes to show that really physical fitness activity has to be regular, has to be frequent, has to be a lifestyle. It's not when you're going to practice this or that sport that you say, okay, now I have to get in some physical, fitness activity. No, it's always continuous. It has to be part of your daily activities. It has to be part of you. It should be like your DNA, actually. So anyway, I have 30 to 45 minutes to train before I get ready for work. So I'm going to get right into it. But basically what I was trying to say was that I realized that I'm not as fit as I should be for that kind of physical activity, i.e. Nordic skiing. So like I said, I'm not going to wait until New Year to, come up with new resolutions. I'm going to start right away, because there's one thing that I'm very certain and sure about, is that I want to be fit, because I noticed that the organizers of this sportive club for winter sports, they are so fit. I mean, they are not young people, they are of a certain age, but they look so good. Their bodies are so toned and muscled and trimmed, their face, their skin, I mean, everything just looks so alive and so youthful in spite of their age. And so I really see the benefits of sports, like integrating it into your daily life, making it part of you, is treating it as something that is vital, essential, to your healthy living, plan, because it really does pay off, really. So this morning, I mean, I'm a bit sore, my muscles, my arms, and so of course I realized that if you're going to do Nordic skiing, you really need strong arms, you need strong legs. And so this is why I'm here on the mat, getting to train, exercise, these muscles all over, the whole body, to do a whole body workout, and I won't exaggerate and say every day, because I know now that it won't happen. But if I can do at least twice a week physical activity, on the floor, if I can get in twice a week, physical activity outdoors, like running, or whatever pace, just run. And if I can get once a week swimming, I think I'm good. So these are going to be my goals and my resolution for physical fitness activity, starting today for the whole of 2022. I want to be able to say that every week I hit the ground, I hit the floor, I hit the mat, and I do physical activity, indoors. I want to say at the end of 2022 that I go out every week, twice at least minimum, to run. I want to say like once a week I get in swimming, and it's something that I do all year round, year in and year out, so that it becomes a part of me, so that I too later on in my silver years, people are like, wow, this lady looks so fit, so fresh, even though in spite of her age, she really looks good for her age. And then I'll say to them, yes, it's because I invested, I intentionally, purposely, willfully, put in my daily plan some time to exercise a physical fitness activity, and this is the result, you see. So this is the plan. So I think enough is enough for the intro. I'm going to hit the floor with exercise. I said, yeah, because I'm going to get rid of all this visceral fat. It's not good, and I'm not going to show it to you. So I'm going to hit the floor. I'm going to start with my physical fitness activity indoors, and maybe I take you with me in some parts because I have to watch the time, and then I'll see you soon. So let's do this. And of course, this is not only for me, because when I record myself doing it and I come back to it, it motivates me. It really inspires me. I say, yeah, that was great. So I hope you are on your own journey as well to build in physical fitness activity into your life, because at the end of the day, that is your most personal, precious investment. That is your health, because like I say, your health is your wealth. Without your health, regardless of whether you have the millions in the bank or you have all these big plans and all these big visions of what you're going to do, how you're going to change the world, without your health you cannot do anything. Okay, money is good, but health is even better. So I hope that this video inspires you to start your own physical fitness, healthy well-being journey if you haven't already started. And if you have started, but like me, you keep falling off the trail, the tracks, it doesn't matter. The important thing is to get back on and to continue. I don't know how many times I've fallen back off or jump start or restarted or whatever, so many times. So what? Doesn't matter. The important thing is I'm here today and I'm back on track with a very, 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 very ferocious, angry determination to make it work this time. So let me just hit the mat and start with the exercises. So see you in a bit. Bye. Anyway, so I've just finished the workout for the abs, and now I'm going to go on to the series of workouts for the arms, to strengthen my arms for winter sport. That is beginning with cross-country skiing or Nordic skiing. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to do physical fitness activity to what? To strengthen my arms. Yep, you see those shoes over there? These are the shoes that you need for cross-country skiing. Of course, I don't own them. Like I said, you can always rent them, and this is what I did. I've rented for the whole season, which will force me to go regularly up on the slopes to practice Nordic ski. So now I move on to my next series of exercises because I'm minding the time. I have to start work. So all this I'm doing before I start work. So the next series of activities is arm work, and this I got to use weights. So I will go and get my weights and move on to the next series of activities. And I don't know, because of the weather, I don't know, it just makes my skin so dry. So what I have put on my skin, I also put a bit on my arm, my hand, is shea butter. And shea butter really is so good for the skin. Lots of African rural African women in the rural areas, that is all they use for their skin, shea butter. And I tell you, it works better than all those big brand names and all those creams and beauty products that marketed to us. Sometimes really, what I've learned is it's better to stay simple, keep things simple, go for the natural products, and one of which is for the face, shea butter. You just have to take a little bit and use, or you can add a little bit to your how do you call it, to your hydrating moisturizer, you know, the one that you use in the mornings to moisturize, hydrate your face. Just add a little bit of shea butter to it, especially now, at least for me, because otherwise my face just dries out and my lips and everything. But when I add the shea butter, it helps to keep the hydration in and the moisture locked into my skin much longer, and so it doesn't dry out so much. Anyway, enough talk. It's time to move on to the next routine, which is for the arms. So now, where are my weights? Of course I know where my weights are. So see you in a few minutes after my workout, my arms workouts. Oh la la, I can tell you for a fact that the workout for the arms was not a joke. It just goes to show that, oh la la, I'm out of practice and I have to be practicing more. I have to do this more. But yeah, the workout for the arms is done. I use these weights, 2 of them, each 2 kilograms in weight. So right now I go on to my next workout, which is legs, I believe. So see you after the workout. Ooh la la. So actually, I'm just done with I've just finished the physical fitness series of exercises, not for the legs but rather for the butt. So that is completed, and now I will go to the next series, which is the last but one, which is now for the legs. And to finish this series of floor workouts, it will be one for the cardio. So now, with no further ado, I will go to the physical fitness floor exercises for the legs. See you in a bit. So, come on, smile. It's not that bad. So my exercises for the legs has just been completed. I have the very last series, which is cardio. Wow, which is cardio. And then after, I get myself a drink, my usual fresh lime juice, freshly grated ginger, green tea solution, and then afterwards I get ready for work. So now it's time for the very last cardio, and then after I will have something to drink. And I'm getting hot now, which is good news because it means that the body is beginning to sweat. And another thing, as I was working out, I heard, I smelled, I could feel all the toxins, meaning all the visceral fat, the unwanted, fat that you don't need in your body began to move, shift. And with that, the toxins, got to be, squeezed out of the muscles or in the parts of the bodies that they found a home and been hibernating quietly over all those months that I was so inactive physically. And now that the body has shifted from this sedentary, inactive state to active physical fitness workout state, the wars are beginning to change sides or positions, meaning now the healthy habits are winning the war, and so the toxins have to move out. And so that process, of course, like in biology, when the toxins begin to wake up from their sleep, and they translate into gases, with the bacteria and everything in the intestines, and then they are released out of the body, So yes, during the workout, there were some very unpleasant smells around, but that was a good sign, Once a medical call, actually it was a nurse who told me that after an operation, when the body begins to release all these bad gases, smells, for them it's really good. It means that the system is working correctly. So with all these bad gases being released while I work out, it does mean that something good and positive is happening inside the body. So this is just for you to know, if you didn't know, and that when you work out, if you experience these unpleasant smells, it just means that the body is actually doing what it's supposed to do, waking up those sleeping toxins that have found their homemade home in your body. It's the message, it's the sign, it's the alert for them to transform into gases and to get out of your system. So meaning that you are on the right track, And so voila, with not much ado, because I really have to finish in the next 5 minutes, have a drink, and then get into the shower. So let's move to the final, which is the cardio. So I'm preparing my solution, the one that I told you about, so I'm not going to repeat it. It's you squeeze fresh lime juice into an empty mug. So this is what I'm doing. I'm squeezing all the lime juice into a mug. At the same time, you can hear in the background the sound of the electric kettle boiling hot water. Then the other half I squeeze into another bowl that I'm going to use to prepare my fruit salad. And my fruit salad. So today will be a mixture of chopped apple and tangerine. So now I am squeezing all the lime juice of the other half of the lime that I cut into a separate empty bowl. This is the ginger. I'm cutting it into half. Half goes into my drink, my tea infusion, green tea infusion, and the other half goes into the fruit salad solution. So now I just, peel off the skin of the ginger. So I have two separate pieces. I always rinse even when I cut. And then now I'm grating half of it into the mug that contains the lime juice, the freshly squeezed lime juice. So I need to speed it up because I gotta get ready for work. The other half I'm squeezing into, oops, almost lost my ginger. I wonder how I can get rid of those eye bags. I'll read about it and see. I understand it's lots of water, so it just shows that I'm lacking lots of water. I'm not drinking enough water. And also maybe I need to improve upon my sleep. So now I'm going to pour the hot water into the mug that now contains the freshly squeezed grated ginger and the lime juice. I'm going to get my tea bag. So this is the green tea. It's a bio version, but green tea is green tea, right? Voila. I sip it for a while into the hot water with lime juice and freshly grated ginger. I'm now going to get my fruits, an apple and a tangerine. Here are my two fruits, apple and tangerine. I'm going to wash them. I'm going to wipe them. And I'm going to cut them up. At least the apple I will cut up. I remove, the center bit. I just do like this. Make a groove in the center by just, cutting sideways like this. So it's all out. I always cut the apple into 4. Then just I make a groove in the center. Oops. Yeah. This is the way I do it. Then I chop it into half again, and then I chop them into pieces, and I put them into the solution. If the piece is too big, I just cut it up into a smaller piece. And of course, remember to remove the sticker, otherwise you're gonna eat paper, which is not very good, not very healthy, even if it's recycled paper. Ha 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 ha. And so that's the last piece. And peel the tangerine. Oh gosh, can I peel this? I'm not sure. So I'm going to peel the tangerine. Not easy to peel because it's not that fresh, I think. Let me taste it to see whether it's still good. But I guess it's just, meaning when you buy fruits, you've got to oof. I don't think I'll bother with this. It's getting just too messy. And like the good global citizen I am, this is a recycled bag, so everything that can be recycled, the waste of food, remnants of food, fresh food that is, and paper and cardboard that I put in another recycle bag. And when it gets full with the empty bottles, I just go down. It's a nice way to do a walk to the recycle center, collection center, and I just throw them there. So the spoon for the salad, fruit salad. So the fruit salad basically is just the apple. I mean, I just couldn't get the tangerine to cooperate, but I really need to work on these under eye bags. I will see what I can do naturally to help them to disappear. But one thing I do know is I need to improve my intake of water daily, at least 2 liters, and I need to sleep more. These are the 2 things that I know improve the eye bags, and also physical activity. So I'll give it a go, but this time consciously and intentionally, and then I'll be observing how it improves. Lovely. So voila, this is the my fruit salad. Like I said, lime juice. I see the chopped apple and lime juice with grated ginger. No sugar this time, no cane sugar. And ladies and gentlemen, on this note, I'll leave you. On this note, like they say, I'll leave you and I'll love you. So have a super good, healthy day, regardless of wherever you are in the world, regardless of whatever situation you find yourself in the world. It can be worse. And so just be grateful, just be thankful, because there are better days. Really. And the better days, we appreciate them. So profitable investment, really. Money is good, but good health is much better. On this note, finally, have a great day. Bye. So anyway, the goal today is to drink 2 of these 4 water bottles of water. That way I can measure to say this is what I have drunk. Because like I said, it's good to make these wonderful goals. Oh, I need to drink water, I need to have sleep. But if you don't actually translate them, convert those wishes, those intentions into action, sometimes they just remain intentions in your head. So this is why I decided to add this footage where I show you that, yeah, I am drinking water. And so the goal today is to drink 2 of these, okay? And that way I can measure. And 2 liters I think would be 4 4 of these. I haven't actually measured, but I imagine. So I just wanted to add this footage in to show you that I've taken my idea from my head and I have actually put it into a concrete action. This is now tangible. It's a water bottle and inside is water, and the intent is at the end of the day today, I should be able to say, measure tangibly that I've drank 2 of these water bottles full of water, and now it's inside me, and now I'm trying to correct these eye bags and to see whether they do help. And of course, it would mean that I have to attack my sleep and make sure that I have enough sleep, and voila. But I just thought that it was important to add this because very often we have so good intentions here, but we don't translate those good intentions into action. They never leave our heads, and that's the problem. This is why it's good to do to-do lists, because all the intentions you have here, you bring it to life. You bring it into the physical realm. You take it from the spiritual realm, because it's an idea you can't touch, the mental realm, into the physical real. So this is why it's good to actually pen down your to-do list, because it sort of solidifies, it gives life, energy, form to your spiritual and mental ideas and intentions. So I always do to-do lists, and I come back to it at the end of the day to see what I could accomplish and what I couldn't, and what I couldn't accomplish I move to the next day and the next day. And sometimes, you know, in the end it takes me like 3 months, 6 months to actually complete, but it doesn't matter. It's just that I see tangibly and I can measure how long it took me to do a particular task, and then I ask myself, why did it take me so long? And then I go back and then I see why there were all these interruptions, there were all these other demands, and this is why this took long. Or I decided because I wanted to do this and that, and therefore this was not so important. So voila. So I just wanted to add that piece into the video to say that on top of getting into my intention is to make sure that I am very intentional and purposeful about drinking water, because I know that it will help to get rid of these eye bags. And of course, you know, with healthy dieting, fruits, vegetables, you know, and all the other food nutrients. And then there's the sleep, 8 hours. Right now I don't use an alarm, because I think that the human body is so magical and so intelligent and so all-knowing that when it has fully renewed itself during sleep, it wakes up itself naturally. So I stopped using alarm clocks, and I just allow my body to wake up naturally. So sometimes I wake up at 4, sometimes I wake up at 5, sometimes I wake up at 6, sometimes I wake up at 7, sometimes I wake up at 8. But for me, it's my body telling me that I needed so much sleep or so less sleep, because, you know, for whatever reason, if I wake up too soon and then I see that I didn't have sufficient sleep, then for me, it's a prompt of my body. My body is prompting me that there is an issue that is keeping me awake, that is not allowing me to have sufficient sleep, and it's something that I must look into and deal with. And then I have these 3 methods I use for issues that I see as problems, but this I will tell you in another chat another day. So on this note, truly yours sincerely, I'm signing off. In the interim, have a good, healthy day, and understand that you are responsible for your own good health and well-being. Nobody will come and save you. Ladies, no man will come and save you. You have to save yourself, and you can. So that's also another chat for another day. So I don't want to make this too long. I need to go and set up my office, because today, yep, as you guessed, I have to get to work. So until then, final.